avoid a government shutdown was defeated once again just before the holidays. The suspected serial killer Luigi Mangione arrives back in New York City under heavy security. Could Luigi face the death penalty? The Mountnear Board of Directors election is underway. Who will take charge of half of Mountnear? The special edition of CBS Evening News starts now. Good evening, and thank you for joining us on the special edition of the CBS Evening News. I'm Chloe Blythe. We begin to learn more on the new charges for Luigi Mangione. The 26-year-old is now facing federal charges for allegedly stalking and murdering Brian Thompson after crossing state lines. The new charges could make him eligible for the death penalty. Mangione was under heavy NYPD security returning to New York. According to a federal criminal complaint obtained by CBS News, in a notebook, Mangione expressed hostile environments directed towards the healthcare industry. The notebook reads, "The details are finally coming together. The target is insurance because it checks every box." House Republicans want to try and chart a path to avoid a government shutdown and approve new spending. Meeting on Capitol Hill after Speaker Mike Johnson was bruised by a failed vote the night before.
House Speaker Mike Johnson struck an optimistic tone Friday, even with time running out to reach a deal to avoid a government shutdown.
Stay tuned. We got a plan.
Yesterday, the House voted on a bill supported by President-elect Donald Trump. It kept billions in disaster aid for hurricane-devastated communities, but cut priorities for Democrats, including health programs, and added Trump's demand to suspend nation's debt ceiling. But dozens of Republicans joined Democrats to vote against it.
Not going to go vote for another debt ceiling increase without actual specifics on what the cuts will be.
The last-minute scrambling comes after the original deal both parties had agreed to went down in flames after opposition from Trump and his close ally, Elon Musk.
They could go back to the original agreement, and we would have we'd have a solution, and everybody could go home for Christmas, and we'd be doing our jobs.
In a social media post Friday, Trump tried to shift the blame, writing, "If there is going to be a shutdown of the government, let it begin now, under the Biden administration, not after January 20th under Trump. This is a Biden problem to solve."
It brings on anxiety, especially during this time of year.
Aaron Barker works for the TSA and is a union rep at Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport.
We are definitely praying and hoping, fingers, toes, whatever you can cross, that it does not happen.
He warns that even though TSA officers are essential employees and remain on the job, there could be shortages if some don't get paychecks, then don't show up, affecting travelers nationwide. Nidia Cavazos, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Now in business news, Party City will be closing down all of its stores, ending nearly 40 years in business. CNN reported this morning that it closed more than 80 located between the end of 2022 to August of 2024. Coming up next on the CBS Evening News, we'll talk about the Mountnear Board of Directors election.
Something magic in the night. Can you see it shining bright? Always Coca-Cola. Holidays are coming. Holidays are coming. Holidays are coming. Holidays are coming. Holidays are coming.
Mountnear plans on having its Board of Directors election. Candidates must win 100 electoral votes to win. We are here with Zoe Solis at the interactive screen to help us predict the winners and groups. So, could you tell me how this works?
Thank you, Chloe. So how this works is there are 9 groups and each group has a number. That number tells us the amount of electoral votes. Now you must win a majority of 10 votes in a group to win that number of electoral votes. So right now, a couple of days ago, we predicted that Jessica Knowles would win Group 1. And each circle you click, a certain amount help us determine who will win a group.
And we should keep in mind that groups 4, 5, 7, and 9 are battleground groups.
And that's absolutely correct. And we've revealed those all in the election coverage.
Yes, thank you, Zoe. We'll be right back on the CBS Evening News.
Ow!
So you think Santa will like these red and green M&Ms?
I don't know. I never met the guy. He does exist!
They do exist. Santa?
That's tonight's CBS Evening News. We will see you on Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern for the CBS election coverage. This has been Chloe Blythe reporting for the CBS Evening News, and we will see you right back here tomorrow.